In lab 26, Sukesh sir already discussed about a concept called as single page application. In this video, we'll try to understand how we can implement single page application using Angular. Now, before we move ahead, let us give 2 minutes, and let us try to understand this single page application. Already Sukesh sir has explained a big video previously. So in 2 minutes, I'll just try to wrap up, what Sukesh sir had said over there, and then I will move ahead with the demo. So single page application is a concept, where we try to fit the website into a single page. In other words, rather than doing postbacks and navigating from one page to other page, we load the pages dynamically in a single shell page or a master page. Okay. Now this approach, gives the end user a desktop like experience, because there are no refreshes, there are no postbacks. So it makes the navigation and the user experience smooth for the end user. So already Sukesh sir had explained, that basically how to do SPA using Ajax. In this video, I will explain you how to do SPA using routing of Angular. In order to understand single page application using Angular routing, let us take our same customer application what we have. Now in the customer application screen, especially let us concentrate on this screen here. If you see this screen, it has two links here, one which goes and adds new customers to the database, and the second one which goes and helps us to search the customer from the database, right? So when I click on add new customers, it actually navigates to this page here. It makes a postback, goes to the server and fetches this page, and we are over here. If I want to go and search a customer, then again it goes and navigates to the search customer screen, fetches and comes back here, right? So you can see here the user experience is not so good, because I have to navigate from one page to other page to get to that screen. So in this scenario, I would like to go and implement the SPA concept, wherein when I click on this add new customer, I would like to load this complete add new customer screen right down below on this page here. And when I click on search customer, I would like to load the search customer right down below somewhere here. So you can think about that this page here, this home page here, will be my shell page, or it will be my master page. Okay. So how do we go and implement single page application concept using Angular routing? So the first step would be to go and refer Angular routing JS file. So I have opened the NuGet package manager. So right click on the solution, go to manage NuGet package for solution, and let us go and search Angular routing. So in this you can see this thing here, Angular JS route. So let us click on this and let us say install. So once you have installed the Angular route from the online NuGet package manager, in the scripts folder you should get this file here, angular-route.js. So this is the file which will help us to do single page application on our home page screen. Okay, so let us go to our main screen there. That means our landing page. So if you remember very quickly, shared folder, we had this go to home, right? And in this go to home page, so you can see this go to home page here. So actually this is the go to home.cshtml razor page, right? So in this page, the first thing, what we would like to do is we would like to reference Angular and Angular routing files over here, right? So what I'll do is somewhere here after the head, let me go to the scripts folder and let me refer angular.js and let me refer Angular route file. Now the first thing what we'd be doing here is, because we do not want to go and navigate to some other page, right? So here in this href you can see that it is now going and navigating it to some other page, right? So this anchor tags we're going to go and remove from here, and what we will say is that do not navigate to other pages. Just stay on this page and just give me an indication that you have clicked on enter or you have clicked on search. So you can see that I have removed those navigations which were happening to other pages, and I put a hashtag here and I put saying this is enter, and then again I said hash and this is search. So what it means here is that basically when the end user goes and clicks on this enter, it will actually stay on this page and it will tell us that enter has been clicked. Again, if the end user goes and clicks on search, so because of this hash, it will just go and stay on this page itself. It will not go and try to navigate to any other page, but it will tell us that the search has been clicked. So now Angular routing will pick up these anchor tags from here and do the loading right here itself. So it will go and load our data entry page and our source and our search page right here inside this div tag here. Now because the routing concept belongs to Angular, so our shell page, that means this page here, go to home.ch.html, needs to refer the ng app. So you can see here what I've done is I've just said that ng-app is my app. So I've just given a name to my app here. Now remember that this is the shell page. That means this go to home.ch.html is the shell page, and inside this page we would like to go and load our other two views here. That means we would like to go and load enter customer, or we would like to load the search customer, right? So let us go to enter customer here. Now if you want to load this page inside this go to home.html, right, we need to go and strip off the HTML tags, right, the head, title, etc. So let us do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and remove all of these tags from here. So I'm going to go and delete this one. So it's not going to have HTML and NHTML, right, neither body or anything, because everything is going to get loaded dynamically, right? So what I've done is I have removed the body, I have removed everything, and I'm going to just keep this div tag here. Okay, so even this home is not needed now, because the home page, that is the search customer, sorry, the go to home.html will never get it will be there, right? So we don't need to really have an anchor page saying go to home, because we will be on the home page, right? And because that is a shell page, I would like to go and create my app objects and everything right on my shell page. I don't want it over here, right? So I'm going to go and move this thing from here to here. So over here I would like to go and move those codes. So all of this thing I'm going to go and take it to my shell page, right? This we will just move it up. So you can see now my shell page has the app. It also creates the object of the customer view model, right? So I've just moved all the code to the shell page, and the shell page will provide the necessary objects to my pages, which are going to load dynamically through routing. Now we need to go and define routing. That means we need to say that if somebody goes and clicks on this URL route, which view should be loaded, and if somebody goes and clicks on this URL route, which view should be loaded, right? So for that, we need to go and use the Angular route here. So you can see here what I'm saying is take the app, and following is the configuration. So you can see that I'm using the route provider now of Angular, and here I'm saying when somebody goes and clicks on this enter here, please go and load the view customer UI / enter customer. And if somebody goes and clicks on this search here, you can see when search, then please go and load the customer UI / search customer. So you can see here I've defined my route here, and this route says that depending on the URL, it will either go and load this view, or it will either go and load this view, right? And to that view, we are providing the customer view model object here, because that data is needed by or that controller, actually I'll say rather, is needed by both the views. And this Angular app needs this route provider object, right? So we need to ensure that when the Angular app object is created, this ng route object is also injected with the same, right? So you can see that this is our main page, right? So in this main page, we are already creating the customer view model, we are creating the route, we have defined everything. Even the customer.js file also I have moved it here, so everything right here. And then depending on situation, it goes and it loads either the customer UI, either the enter customer or either the search customer. And in enter customer, what I've done is I just have this div tag here. He is just expecting the customer view model, and this customer view model is supplied from here. Also, let us do some cleanups here. For example, let us remove this redirect action, etc. So as soon as you go and you hit this index page here, I will just redirect him directly to the view. So our view is currently in the shares folder. So by the name, go to home, right? So I'll just say here, return view, go to home. Okay, there it is. And in the home, I'll just make things more simpler here. So I'll just say this is simple customer application using MVC. Now also, when you click on these links here, right, and you say that you want to load the data entry page on this go to home.chhtml, or you want to load the search page on this go to home.chhtml, you have to go and define some kind of a placeholder, some kind of a div tag, where you would expect your view to load in. Because if you see at this moment, everything has been defined, but that area, that placeholder, that section, where this view will be loaded is not defined. So for that, we need to go and say ng view. So you can see that I've said here that inside this div tag, go and load the view which will be loaded here by the Angular routing, right? So I think we are almost done. So let us do a Control F5 and let us see if everything works or not. So there our servers are running. Now remember that why do we have two ports? Because this port is for the web API, right? So we'll leave this, and this is where our actual application is running. So I'll say here home. Okay, there it is. Now remember that he did not pop up the login page, because the login information or that I have logged in is stored into my cookies. Okay, so that's why it did not give me the login page. But in case, if my cookies are cleared out, I will get the login page. So the security is definitely intact. So I'm going to go and click on this add new customer, and there it is. You can see. I will go and click on search customer. There you can see. So you can see now how we are able to implement single page concept or single page application concept using Angular routing. So this is the main shell page, right? The main shell page is now go to home.chhtml, and it has this text here, simple customer application using MVC. And whenever we are clicking on the routes, right, or whenever we are clicking on these URLs, it is going to this route. Depending on the URL name, it actually goes and loads the UI, and the loading of the UI is taking place inside this div tag here. Great. And also the search page here, right, I have tidied up. You can see that I have removed the ng app, because now the ng app will come from the main shell page. I have removed registering the controller, that will also come from the main shell page, right? And what I've also done is I've removed the server side interaction, and I've just made it client side. You can see that previously, this was using the HTML table, but now I've changed that to an Angular table. So this part I have completely changed and made it pure Angular and HTML. Nice. So if you see, our main shell page is now this shell page actually creates the app. This shell page creates the view model. This shell page defines the routing, and later on the child pages or the contained pages, that is enter customer or search customer, they just use the controller what is provided and start doing the work on the UI, right? And from the user experience point of view, you get a better user experience because now you are not navigating from one page to other page. You are just sitting on that page and loading the pages inside it, and this gives you a more of a desktop based experience, right? So that brings us to the end of lab 30, and which also concludes our 13 hours of training, approximately 13 hours of training, and we have more 3 hours still pending. Okay, now the next lab is on dependency injection. So in the next lab we'll see that how by using dependency injection and Unity application block, we can create an architecture where when you modify at one place, it does not get modified all over the places, right? So how we can go and contain the changes at a certain section rather than making those changes replicate all over the project. Okay, and if you like what we are doing here, if you think that this video series of Learn MVC in 16 hours is really helpful, please go to facebook.com/questpond and put your views here, and also do let us know what more topics you are looking at. So if you can suggest some topics out there, I can discuss with my team and we'll see that if we can include those topics in the coming 3 hours. Thank you so much, and more 3 hours still to go, and hope that we'll complete the same. Thank you so much.